I've only been doing stand-up for about 6 years, and before that my life was quite substantially different. I was married, and I had a job that I hated so much I used to try and get knocked over on the way in. I wasn't suicidal, just a couple of ribs or a leg. But like I say, my life is quite different now. I spent some time with my sister recently, and she said, "You've changed." Ooh. You know, that voice that they put on, the big sister voice, that even though we're 35 and 41, still frightens the shit out of us. "You've changed." I said, "How have I changed?" She said, "You never used to eat peas when you lived with us." That's the kind of crazy lifestyle she thinks I've got now. I always get free peas everywhere I go. But obviously, we stay in hotels. When you're on the road, you stay in hotels, and normally quite reasonable ones. But sometimes I get put in quite posh ones. People put me... I'd never been in a hotel room before that had a bidet. Has anybody else? Give us a cheer if you've had a go on a bidet? Yeah. Where the fuck have I been? Has anybody got one at home? Yeah. Shut up. Who's got one at home? The knitter. You've got 2 bidets. Are they like side by side so you can, you know, at the same time?
Well, we bought the house from some Italians.
Oh, well, that explains it all. If you bought the house from some Italians, well known for their dirty bits. You've got an upstairs bidet and a downstairs bidet. That's amazing. Maybe you can answer this question then, because I'd never been on a bidet before. I know I'm 35. Shut up. So I'll have a go. I had a bit of time. But there aren't any instructions, and I didn't really know how it worked. Maybe you can answer this question. Am I supposed to face the wall? No. Is that not right? I didn't know. Is that not right? No. I didn't know. You see, but like I say, I had a bit of time. So I tried it both ways. One way was all right. The other way was bloody lovely. By the time I'd finished, you could eat your dinner off it. Although, of course, I'd have had to go back on then, because it'd be covered in gravy. Don't have bidets where I'm from, just have damp flannels. But I'm never going to get a bidet. I've got a flat with 4 rooms. I'm never going to get something that takes up so much space that I'd rarely use. Having said that, I have still got a cooker. I'm not very good in the kitchen. I know where it is, because that's where the biscuits are. I couldn't remember the verb to cook the other day, and I rang my boyfriend and I said, "I've just ovened a pie." But Jamie Oliver's got these 30-minute meals now, hasn't he? 30-minute meals, bless him. He still thinks I've got half an hour to do the tea. 30-minute meals, nothing to boast about. I can do a good spaghetti bolognese in 4 minutes on high. In 30 minutes, I expect to have ovened it, eaten it, fucking shut it out by then.